Wolf and the Seven Goats. Once upon a time, there was a goat that had 7 children. They lived happily in a house in the middle of the forest. One day, the goat said to her kids, "Dear children, I'm going to the city, and you beware of the wolf. This thief often impersonates himself, but don't be fooled. You'll recognize him by his husky voice and large claws." And the caring goat went to town. She had no idea that the wicked wolf, hidden behind a nearby tree, was just waiting for the opportunity for the kids to stay alone in the house. Not much time passed, and the wolf knocked on the door and said, "Open up, dear children. Mom came back and brought something nice for each of you." "We won't open for you," replied the goats. "Our mother has a soft and sweet voice, and yours is rough and harsh. You are not our mother, you are the wolf." But the wolf was not going to give up just like that. He waited for a while and knocked on the door again. This time he spoke in a soft voice. "Dear children, here is your mother." Without thinking, the wolf put one of his hands on the window. The youngest goat saw the big claws on his hand and said, "We won't open for you. You are the wolf. Our mom doesn't have black hands with claws like that." The wolf became very angry that he failed to deceive the goats this time as well. He went to the mill and said to the baker and told him, "I hurt myself. Wrap my hand in dog." The baker had an inkling that the wolf had evil intentions, but still out of fear did what the wolf asked him to do. In the nearby mill, the wolf whitened his hands with flour. "Now that I have completely white hands, the goats will no longer be able to recognize me." The wolf was maliciously happy. He ran back to the house and knocked on the door a third time. As soon as the wolf introduced himself in a sweet voice, the goats shouted, "First show us your hand, and then we will know if you really are our mother." The wolf retracted his claws and showed his hand through the window. The goats believed that their mother had returned and opened the door. But instead of the mother, the wolf entered the house. The frightened goats started to run away, but the wolf caught them with ease and put them in a bag without hesitation. He hadn't only found the youngest kid, who hid in the cabinet of the wall clock. The mother goat soon returned from the city, but alas, she had something to see. The door was wide open, everything was scattered in the house, and there was no sign or voice of the children. She called them one by one, but none answered. When she finally called the youngest, she heard a soft voice. "Mom, I'm in the clock cabinet." The youngest kid told his mother what happened. The mother goat wept bitterly for her dear children. In great sadness, she left the house with the youngest kid. Under a tree, they saw the wolf sleeping deeply. Next to him was a large sack with something rummaging around in it. The mother goat hoped that her children were alive and quickly opened the sack. In the blink of an eye, frightened goats emerged from it. What a joy it was! The goats hugged their dear mother, who was overjoyed that her children were numbered. The goat decided to punish the wolf for all the mischief he has done. She sent the youngest kid to fetch hot peppers from the house. She fed the sleeping wolf well with them. "You haven't tasted food like this before, gluttonous wolf," thought the angry goat. hidden in a thick pile of leaves. The goats and their mother waited for the wolf to wake up and discovered that the sack was empty. When he woke up and realized that the goats were gone, the wolf went mad. Suddenly, he felt sick in his stomach, and his muzzle began to burn him violently. Distraught with discomfort and pain, the wolf scurried away. He never came back. The 7 kids and their mother goat were overjoyed to be rid of the predatory wolf forever. From now on, they will be able to play in peace and enjoy their life.